Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jenkins on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 33. A big run there by Jones. 54 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line. But this is just going to make things worse.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 79 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. It's third down, and 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Gain of 7. First down, Houston.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Texans nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Watson, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson hitting Will Fuller on the touchdown pass. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
41 Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Check.
From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
The score, Texans.
Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Evans, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken in the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for his tight end, Fells, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 14-10.
Bradley Pinion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Watson's pass.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Watson on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Watson eluding the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. Third down here.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third and long, it's Watson. Yep, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
6-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's J.J. Watt, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st down, Texans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Tampa. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. William Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off the bootleg. Watson, he'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Gronkowski's going to go. The 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 85 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again on second and 10, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And now the Texans are within a two-point conversion of tying up this game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Brady now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady's throw there complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Brady to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Is no good. Bradley Pinion.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
today's.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you and I, we just looked at each other, kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit.